Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for, May 8th, 2019, Wednesday. We look at the continuing advancement and changes on this planet that are basically in high acceleration. Things are transitioning very quickly. I'm sure some of you have felt it. I have felt waves of it coming in. And it is total, complete transition, leaving the lower vibrational frequencies, moving into the higher frequencies, eventually taking us into a fifth, and then into a sixth, and then onward from there. Moving from the carbon-based vessels to a crystalline-based vessel, as some people are experiencing quite rapidly. This isn't it's not shocking for those who are aware, and you start having anomalies with the body, and you just basically understand that these are the energy waves that are coming in. And so, our whole commitment here is to assist and serve the civilization of this planet and the planet, and to aid the planet as it continues to ascend. And as we do this, and we understand this, is that doesn't it make a lot more sense that we can uplift the many instead of just the few? Obviously, we send and expand this energy wave continuously, so that those who may be in the dark or confused or sleep, they begin to awaken, become unconfused, and have much more awareness of who and what they are. We are spirit energy, divine energy in these bodies. These bodies are biological, but house, even though they're biological, they're still a frequency of energy, housing a frequency of energy. Quite interesting. One is a lower density, the body, which allows us to move around in this 3D, this third density. Our bodies advance as we advance, as the spirit rises and elevates itself in higher frequencies. So must the body adjust and advance as well. And understand that many of the abilities that humanity have individually, each and every one of us, will start to appear or start to happen. Clairvoyance, awareness, not just guessing. The information that comes in, you can differentiate between gibberish and truth of the vibrational frequency. It will assist. You'll feel it through the heart-mind. So our motivation and our direction, our core motivation, our joy, is to constantly be doing everything we can to assist the civilization, to assist life, to advance life. And this meditation is life, the highest value in the universe. And we honor this. We honor this in ourselves. We honor it in others. We are humbled in every single communication that we have with every other God spark. We are humbled, honored, and thankful to communicate with them. This moves us in a much different understanding and awareness of where we came from. Whenever I'm talking with someone, it's always an honor and humbleness to be able to talk with them and communicate with them. This is another God spirit that I'm communicating with. It has nothing to do with what they've lived, what they've experienced, how they view things. It is just an absolute honor to communicate with higher divinity that each one of us are. And once we understand that and we see that, we look beyond the flesh. We look beyond the spacesuit. We don't see the spacesuit. We see the God Spirit. We see it. We feel it. We experience it. And that's ourselves and each other. And when we can make this connection more on a consistent basis, we begin to really connect and understand who and what we are. We love. We move into love constantly. We love ourselves. We love each other. We love all life. And since life is the highest value in the universes, we work on a continual basis to improve or advance or to give it more comfort, more understanding, more love, more nurturing, more support, more caring. We're moving ourselves into these higher frequencies, these higher energies. As we move into these higher frequencies, there becomes less and less of, I guess you could call it, dark energy. The opposite of love is what? Anger and hate. The opposite of destruction is protection, preserve, protect, uplift, help, assist. It's on a continual basis. So as we continue to expand, we continue to comprehend and connect with our highest divinity. We understand that it's not temporary, that it is a continual process. It is moving and it's being kept in motion in these higher and higher frequencies. It allows us to expand. It allows us to come more into peace, more into understanding, more into comprehension. We leave the lower frequencies of disturbing, of stress, of anxiety, of all the things that we are immersed in. Those are eliminated. We don't give them attention. Why would you if you're moving more and more into bliss, more and more into joy and happiness, more and more into love? There's no reason, say. It's automatic transition. Only those who are fearful and hang on to the anger, the judgment, the ridicule, only those that do that will have a very difficult time in this process, in this new existence. And I know that a lot of you, because you've written in, are experiencing many things, which is astronomically joyous. And the things you're experiencing is that you're becoming more at peace with yourself, more content. You're becoming more fluid in understanding that you are a divine spark of God, of the creation. That you are God-man. That you think for yourself, that you lead yourself, that you do no harm. It's very empowering. So if you will, move to a place where you're not going to be interrupted or disturbed. I'm sure most of you are. And while I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe, and you're also going to want to relax. Relaxation, letting everything go, letting everything that detains you. It could be yourself, could be your own thoughts that are detaining you, could be you blocking you. Let them go. Embrace yourself. Say it's okay. We can move in higher frequency. We can advance. It is a loving change. It isn't a scary change. It isn't a fearful change. It's a fluid, wonderful, embracing, happy, joyous change, shift. Allow all of anything that you identify as being disharmonious, out of balance, why keep it? You let it go. It is gone. It falls away. It is no longer part of you. And as I've said several times, you can bring in the purple transmuting flame, you can bring in the violet ray if you're more in the visual, and have it literally neutralize all of these weights that we carry. They're dispelled. They're gone. You immediately, when you do this, you feel lighter. You feel, your heart feels brighter. Your flow is much stronger. And while you're relaxing, you're going to want to breathe, and you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. Exhale through the mouth. And as you do this, you want to do it at least 6 times. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth while I'm talking. And as you're breathing in, you're breathing in divine, positive energy. And it communicates with you all the time. Breathing is so empowering. And it takes in communication from literally from the great central sun, from the collective consciousness of the universes, of all divineness. It comes in, it communicates with you. You are God-man. You are God-spark. You are spirit. You are soul. Your body is shifting. You're aware. You honor all life. You hold it as the highest value in the universes. You are in bliss. As you breathe this in, it enlightens you. It moves you more into love. It caresses you. It embraces you. Now, as you breathe out, we know what we're breathing out. We're breathing out any frequencies that are disharmonic, that are low, and that cause us discomfort. Usually, these are aggressive energies that try to stick with us, where we become fragmented, fearful, stressful. We let them go. We have no reason for them. As we breathe out, as we breath out, maybe because they're eliminated. We move in this warm, loving motion, and it's always in a higher and higher frequency. As we do this, we move into the heart mind, and we find ourselves floating above the heart. higher self, our divine spark, our God energy, our divinity. We merge with that. It's a no-brainer. It's an automatic. There's no resistance. We surrender ourselves to the higher high, the divine spark of all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. We move into that, and we bring heaven to earth. It's not just a saying, it's a reality. Every time we intend it, it affects. It engages. The body being earth, the God within us being heaven. We move as we think, as we feel. We express love for all life. We move more and more consistently in love. We move more and more in honor of one another, in gratitude for one another, in appreciation for one another. We are humbled in each other's presence. We're tremendously powerful beings. Excuse me. We're far-reaching. I'll put it this way. We have just climbed out of our cribs. Imagine what we will do, what we will accomplish in this universe and beyond. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we join and form our circle of light. Circle of light is center Earth. It's right around the equator. It's glowing. You can see the fire flame rising off of it. It is pure, deep, eternal love. And we begin to elevate, begin to move up above the planet. As we do this, we immediately call on all of the divine light beings who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, of the highest frequency in all dimensions, densities, and existences and universes. Only those who are in the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. And they come in massive numbers, beautiful lights. And they mass in. They literally blend in with us into the circle of light, into the halo. And we watch as it expands. We feel ourselves expanding. We are part of them. They are part of us. And we are humbled by them as they are us. And we love them and they love us. And we embrace. And we are together. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, in the highest of gratitude and benevolence. And they flock in. And they come right in with a circle of light, all of us. And we are thankful and grateful for them, always, as they are us. We call upon all the inhabitants of this planet, inner Earth, hollow Earth, and beneath Earth, who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, who are in peace and joy. And they come and they join us in this circle of light, infinite energy. The God ring, circle of light. And we are thankful and grateful for them. We call upon all of the ascended masters who are of the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. And they come. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Gaia, all of the ascended masters, and they flock in, ascended out of body, and they flock in and join us in this divine circle of light energy. We can feel as we expand, as we're empowered, as we're lit up, vibrating of the highest love frequency that we can tolerate, that we can accept. We advance deeper into love, and we thank them, and we're grateful for them, and we're humbled by their presence as they are us. We call upon all of the off-worlders who have been assisting the civilization in benevolence, in kindness, in generosity, in patience, in the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love, assisting us with ascension, assisting us with enlightenment, assisting us with freeing ourselves from bondage. They are of the deepest eternal love only, from the deepest eternal love only. And they are with us, and they join us. They merge. Our circle expands exponentially. The brightness of the light, embracing. We call upon all of our loved ones who have left the body, in this life, and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love. And they join us immediately, and they are with us. Talk about exuberation of joy, of bliss, of peace, of contentment, of tranquility. Look at all of these pieces of divine God with us, joining us, merging with us. And we thank them, we're grateful for them, and we love them as they do us. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, all of deep eternal love from deep eternal love. And they join us, and we embrace them, and they us. We merge. Our light expands even more. The ring expands out exponentially in 360-degree wave. We look up and we see our meditative sphere holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It can be seen center circle, but it can be seen from all universes, all densities, all dimensions, all existences. It is omnipotently powerful with the pure, deep, eternal love of creation, of the God existence, of which we are part of. We can feel it as it saturates the tops of our heads. It literally floods through our physical body, our etherical bodies from head to toe, inside and out. We can feel the wave of bliss, of joy, uplifting us into happiness, into lightheartedness, into gratitude, into appreciation. appreciation, into thankfulness, because we continue to move into those frequencies. We continue to become more and more enlightened, and we continue to move more and more into ascension. And we look upon the planet. We see all that there is. We see all of our brothers and sisters. We feel them. We identify the ones who are lost. They're still walking in the dark. We identify the ones that are awakening. We identify the ones that are completely awake. And we love them, all of them. And we embrace them, all of them. And we honor all of them. And we're humbled by all of them, because they are part of all of us. How can we disrespect and not love ourselves? The purity of our divinity is unending. You can see as the veil disintegrates as we continue, and all of life moves into splendor, moves into expansion and joy and happiness, moves and is protected and cared for and nurtured and supported, always. When each and every one of us are, not if, but when we are truly aware that we are completely loved, we will have become fully enlightened, and we will have ascended. This is our moving more and more into these higher frequencies. It is us knowing it. From our heart mind, the deepness of this is far-reaching. Whether we cry in joy, or laugh in joy, or smile in joy, or just be happy. Feel it surging from your heart mind, your upper, above your heart, throughout your body, because it is moving through each and every one of you at this very moment. And as it does, it will lift you and continue to lift you in higher and higher frequencies. It will burn away all of the attachments, all the negativities that you have harbored or even created for yourself in this life. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. more you connect with this, you, yourself, your energy, your divinity, you become more and more optimally aware and powerful of who and what you are. You advance in ease with less and less obstruction. You comprehend and are aware of much more as you move up, as you advance more and more. It's a constantly enlightening, sparkling, glittering, phenomenal journey that we are on in helping everyone, assisting everyone by being aware of who and what we are, honoring life, and being humbled in each other's presence. Take this with you for the rest of the day and into the evening and night, into tomorrow morning. We will be back here Thursday at 3 p.m. tomorrow.